Welcome to the Scout Senior Showcase from September 15th, 2013 from Cedar Hill, Texas and Northwood University. Today's event only features 2014 high school graduates who are currently unsigned to a college program. If you've had an opportunity to watch the workout footage, you know there's quite a bit of talent still available in this group. This is the third year we've done the event. This is the most talent that we've seen. Alexis Trotter to lead things off for the yellow team. Trotter wearing number 1 out of Kyle, Texas. 2014 outfielder. Cheyenne Carter handling the pitching duties for the blue team. This will be our third look at Cheyenne Carter at a scout event. Attended the National Showcase in Dallas back in June. Swing and a miss, and Trotter's down on strikes for the first out in the Senior Showcase. Taylor Bolden will step in from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Takes the first pitch low and outside for ball 1. Bolden was impressive at third base and had a nice batting practice round earlier during the workout. Surprising pop for his size from the right side. Drills that ball down the left field line, foul. And the 1-1 pitch is lifted down the left field line, hooking, but it's foul. One and two the count to Bolden. One out here in the top of the first. Screwball. This is just off the inside edge of the plate. Two and two pitch on the way. Fouled off the third base side again. Count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The majority of the players that are here today are players that we've seen in the past. So we knew we had a good group on our hands. 2-2 pitch is fouled down the third base line again. Count remains even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. For the first time, we've actually seen Scout All-Americans attend the Senior Showcase. You've got Shannon Ling from Iowa in attendance, Madison Shannon, and Abby Poe, both from Central Texas. Full count to Bolden. Payoff pitch on the way. Misses high and outside. That'll just reset the count to 2 balls and a strike. The seniors in attendance are definitely not here to show coaches they can draw a walk. They're trying to put their swing on display. 2-1 pitch misses low and inside. Now the count's 3-1. And she walks her again. Count resets back to 2 balls and a strike every time a batter walks. Carter beginning to press a little bit in the circle. Carter was again at 58 miles per hour in Dallas, same as she was back in June. Tries to curveball this time, and the 2-1 pitch is lifted out of play. It's foul. Gabriella Rivas behind the plate for the blue team, calling the signals for Cheyenne Carter. And the 2-2 pitch takes off Rivas' glove. I don't know if she got crossed up there or... The count's full to Taylor Bolden. Payoff pitch on the way. Ground ball to third off the bag. Past the diving Abby Poe. That'll be an infield single. As the third base bag is going to hold that to a single instead of what looked like a sure double off the bat of Taylor Bolden. And Bolden's a void for Shannon Lang, 2014 third baseman catcher out of West Branch, Iowa. Ball gets past Rivas. She throws it into center field. Denise Stewart to throw back to third base. Not in time. Runner at third for Shannon Lang now. 1-0 count. Counts 2-0. Lang definitely a threat for the sacrifice fly. As usual, hit the ball extremely well in batting practice. That ball's ripped down the third base line. And it's a good thing that Taylor Bolden's a good third baseman. Her instincts may have allowed her to avoid being hit by that ball, as she reacted very quickly after she took her lead at third base. 2-1 pitch on the way. This is low and inside. The ball gets past Rivas, and Bolden will score standing up for the first run of the game. Count moves to 3 balls and a strike to Lang. Payoff pitch on the way. Hammered down the left field line. It hooks. And that ball is well gone, but well foul as well.
Over to the right. Over to the right. Okay.
As you saw there, the 195 sign nowhere near where that ball landed. It went well beyond it, but did hook foul. Handled that ball very well up and in from Carter. Payoff pitch on the way again. It's fouled off. Lang hit a couple of tape measure home runs during batting practice earlier today. Payoff pitch on the way again. Strike 3 on the inside corner. And Carter has her second strikeout here in the first inning. Heather Gilbert steps in for the yellow team out of Lindell, Texas. 2014 shortstop. First pitch grounded to third base. Ball takes a bad hop off of Abby Poe, who looked like she set her feet just a little bit too early. And Gilbert's going to reach on an error. And Amanda Segala Lopez will step in for the yellow team. 2 outs, runner at first. First pitch in the dirt, runner goes. Gilbert makes it easily to second base. And she'll move into scoring position for Segala Lopez, who swung the bat well in batting practice. Lopez was scheduled to be at the National Showcase in June, but had an accident and actually cut her leg pretty severely. And glad to see her back at full strength and playing ball the way she was meant to. 2-0 count. Ball's drilled to left center field. It's deep. Off the base of the wall. Gilbert will score easily. The throw comes all the way into third base from Denise Stewart. Haley Kralzik's able to cut it off. The throw behind Segala Lopez at second base. Not in time. This is J.J. Serta applies the tag there. And it'll go as an RBI double for Segala Lopez. to give our yellow team a 2-0 lead. Aaron Palmer steps in out of Santa Fe, Texas. Left-handed hitter. Carter dives, can't come up with it. Poe picks the ball up. Segala Lopez rounds third base. Now she's in a run down. The throw from Madison Shannon. Rivas runs her down, dives and has her. And that'll end the top of the first. Caitlin Cooper will be in the circle for the yellow team. Abby Poe to lead things off for the blue team. Shannon Lang behind the plate. As the blue team will bat down 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Poe first pitch swinging, fouls that ball off the screen. Abby Poe, a 2012 and 2013 Scout All-American player. Cooper misses wide of the zone. Abby Poe still looking for the right option for her, academically and softball-wise. Extremely solid all the way around. Poe had a knee injury at the end of her sophomore year that we feel like is the biggest reason that Poe remains unsigned right now. She bounced back from it, still putting up good running times. She's quicker than she was before the injury. But that's most likely the biggest reason that Poe is here today, is that she missed that window in her sophomore year when she had begun to draw some Division I interest, but she's bounced back. She'll make an impact for somebody. Low and outside. Abby Poe probably had her best round of batting practice swinging away that we've seen in the last few years today. The first time we saw Abby back in January of 2012, she was swinging away from the right side and the left side. Excuse me, that was actually October of 2011. Poe was swinging away from the right side and left side, just really moving into the left side, and has gone left side full time now. Fly ball. It's out of play though. Nice job of Cooper to point that out to her catcher. And most likely another reason that Poe remains unsigned is the switch to the left side, which is beneficial because she's done a good job on it and something she ought to do. She's a pretty good high on base percentage type player. But moving to the left side coupled with the knee injury, just not the perfect timing scenario for Abby Poe. But like I said, she'll make an impact somewhere. Low and outside again. You see Poe's not going to chase a bad pitch. What Poe really offers is a top of the order type two-hole hitter from the left side that'll get on base, can manufacture some runs, move some runners around. Count resets to 2 balls and a strike to Poe. Fly ball out to center field. The diving effort, we can't come up with it. And Poe's going to be aboard with a leadoff single. Desiree Cavazos not able to come up with that on the dive. Maddie Shannon, the hitter. Fly ball to the left side.
No catch, no catch.
And that ball hits off the net before Shannon Lang and Kelsey Thompson converge on it. And Lang comes up with it, but it did hit the net first.
Double swing back.
And I can confirm on slow motion replay that that was the correct call. Fouled off to the left side again. This one will reach the stands. Not that we ever doubt the word of Phil Tripp behind the plate. Fly ball down the left field line.
Oh, yeah.
The ball's going to be to the wall. Abby Poe on her way to third base. She'll be in. And Madison Shannon is aboard with a double in her first at bat.
Right, barely, it barely made it inside.
And Shannon hit that ball extremely well. Got jammed just a little bit. Still able to muscle up a little bit and drive that ball down the left field line. Lauren Archuleta, the hitter out of Rockwall, Texas. 2014 third baseman, outfielder. Cooper misses low and inside. Swing and a miss. Pick off to third base, not in time. Poe able to get back in time. We've seen Archuleta at a Scout Regional and Flower Mound last March. This past June, National Showcase in Dallas. We really feel like with Archuleta, what she offers speed-wise and arm-wise and defensively will benefit a team. Hitting-wise, she's really just a few adjustments with her front arm away from really making an impact with the bat. Right now, she has to get extended a little bit to really handle the ball well. More of an outer third type hitter. But a few small adjustments away from really putting things together. Gets jammed on that pitch. And as you look at Archuleta compared to Shannon Lang behind the plate, passes the eye test physically. Powerful frame, fast kid. Pick off the third. That ball bounces off the helmet of Archuleta on strike three. Ball actually bounces leaves the field of play. We'll leave the runners at second and third, but normally in that situation, the ruling would be that both runners will advance 2 bases, and that would have scored 2 runs. As Shannon Lang drills Lauren Archuleta
Fancy editing on that one.
in the head. Haley Krawczyk steps in, takes the first pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Krawczyk, a corner infielder out of Cypress, Texas. Ball's fouled out of play behind home plate. The 0-2 pitch. Misses high and outside with the curveball. Looks like Cooper's starting to hit a rhythm a little bit in the circle. Fly ball. Shannon Lang takes about 5 steps over towards the third base on deck circle and has it. Two down for Cheyenne Carter, the blue team's pitcher, trying to help her own cause here. That ball gets past Lane. Cooper covers. And Abby Poe is able to score the first run for the blue team on the wild pitch. Looked like Cooper had a shot at her. She would have continued to run. Maybe wasn't aware where she was at as she covered the plate. Now Carter will bat with Madison Shannon at third base. Lang taking a look at Madison Shannon as she extends her lead at third base.
And he said he wasn't getting any on the regular body.
Carter and Cooper will handle all 7 innings each for their respective teams.
Sister's here.
Misses high and away. Count resets to 2-1 for Cheyenne Carter. Misses up and away again. Cooper working on self-correcting in the circle. Gets the call that time with the curveball. Was able to get that out on a little bit lower plane as it exited. Full count. And Lang hits her second batter in the head on the pick off the third base. A little wake-up call at the plate for Carter. 2-1 count, swing and a miss. Counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Definitely not what you're expecting at the plate after ball 4. 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Cooper's retired to side. We'll head to the top of the second. 2-1 Yellow. Cheyenne Carter back out for her second inning of work here against the Yellow team. Caitlin Cooper to lead things off. Fouled out of play. Carter gives up 2 runs in the first inning, neither of which are earned runs, as Heather Gilbert was able to reach on an error before the Madison Shannon RBI double. Change up. Cooper slices that ball down the first baseline. Abby Poe playing first base, most likely for the first time in her life, makes the catch. And Kelsey Thompson out of Arkansas steps in. Out of Springdale, Northwest Arkansas. Thompson looking for a program that offers civil engineering. First pitch grounded foul down the third baseline. Thompson impressive in batting practice.
Yeah, they're good. Well, if I'd have known for sure you guys were coming.
0-1 pitch. Lifted out of play. And at Northwood, there's only one place for that to go. Into the trees and down a hill.
I still can't believe it. I just glanced out the message and thought she said she was coming.
0-2 pitch. Hammered down the left field line, but foul. And thankfully, there was plenty of youth in attendance, as a few of the players brought younger brothers who were all over the foul ball situation. And something that you'll notice about Kelsey Thompson and her game swings versus her batting practice swings, just the amount of separation and wrap that she gets. She does a really nice job in BP of keeping the hands back and maintaining her posture a little bit. Fouled off down the third baseline again. In game situations, though, she limits that move quite a bit. It just gets out of sequence at times. If she can bring the BP sequence into the game, she's going to be a very dangerous hitter at some point. Hooks around that ball. Deep to left field. J.J. Serta able to make the play at the wall in left field. And Thompson's out to lead things off for the yellow team in the second inning.
Kids lock them up in a room or something.
Hello?
They were going on a hike down.
Hey.
Desiree Cavazos shows slap, swings and misses.
Serious?
Cavazos out of Grand Prairie, Texas, fouls that pitch off.
We'll put it back up there, Pollock.
Grand Prairie just a little bit west of Cedar Hill.
I bet it was the cat. Is the cat in the house? How about Sophia?
0-2 pitch. Foul down the third baseline.
She's probably telling me I can't go in
This basket that had like a little handle.
Okay, tomorrow I can work.
Cavazos, an outfielder.
Oh, Ava.
Carter up 0-2. Swing and a miss. Denise Stewart pounces on the pass ball. Throw to first. Cavazos goes back to the dugout, so should have been out anyway, and that's 3 outs. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Morgan Laredo lead things off in the bottom of the second for the blue team. Cooper misses high and away. Amanda Segala Lopez behind the plate now for the yellow team.
Oh, okay. Now you see, I'll be home later. We'll be home later on. We'll get something to eat and we'll probably get there around 7. How's your puppy?
Cooper misses up and away with that pitch.
Did you feed Chaos and the little puppy? Okay, and fresh water.
Pitch misses low and outside.
Oh, they are, because Daddy started recording for you.
Laredo up 3 balls and no strikes.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, let me see.
Swing and a miss.
She said that.
Not a bad idea from Laredo there. If she takes a pitch and it's a ball, the count resets to 2-1 versus a walk. So not a bad idea to swing 3-0 in these situations. Full count to Laredo.
She said Ava has a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
About that. So one of those you and I can take them.
Payoff pitch on the way. Jam shot out to the left side. Heather Gilbert picks it up on a bounce, but that's going to have to go for an infield hit from Morgan Laredo. Hit that ball in the no man's land. J.J. Serta will step in out of Fort Worth, Texas. The Keller area. Skies that ball down the first baseline. Shannon Ling takes it right in front of the dugout. And now there's 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
It could have been that red. It could have been the red dye.
Denise Stewart steps in out of Junction, Texas. Third baseman and a catcher. Stewart really looking more like a third baseman at this point, defensively. Hitting from the right side predominantly now. 0-1 pitch is lifted down the left field line. Bolden and Gilbert not able to get to it. And there's a few plays during this whole event that you look at Taylor Bolden on fly balls and realize that she takes pretty good angles. Important for coaches and scouts to understand that she may have some potential as an outfielder as well. As Cooper misses the changeup, Segala Lopez able to keep the runner at first base after smothering the changeup in the dirt. Laredo not able to get a good jump there. 1-2 the count to Stewart. Laredo, the runner at first, and strike 3 on the inside corner. Nice pitch from Caitlin Cooper there. Gabriela Rivas will step in. Rivas out of Corpus Christi. Rivas going with more of a walk-up slap than a traditional crossover and run. Ball gets away from Lopez. Laredo around second base. She'll stay there. And that'll put the tying run in scoring position for the blue team. Cooper just misses outside with the screwball. 3-0 count. Cooper up to 58 miles per hour here in Dallas. Screwball runs wide again. Resets the count at 2-1. Last time we saw Cooper pitch was January of 2012. She was more mid-60s at that point. 2-1 pitch. Rivas swings through it. It's now 2-2. Just misses off the outside corner.
But this is in a regular medium.
2 outs, bottom of the second. Laredo, the runner at second base. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. We'll head to the top of the third. Yellow still up 2-1.
Okay.
Brandy Wyrick to lead things off for the yellow team. Yellow holding on to a 2-1 lead. Carter the pitcher, Rivas the catcher. Wyrick, a 2014 outfielder out of Spring Branch, Texas, pops that ball foul down the left side.
Our last night in regard to this, I told her, I said, you take that. She gets to stay there. Then she gets in a bad mood.
Screwball in the inside corner for a strike. 1-2 the count to Wyrick.
Oh, yeah, I told him, I said, when she gets that medicine,
Ripped down the left field line, but it's foul.
I told her, Nick and I talked to her last night and sat out on the patio. I talked to her about that, and he said, this sounds like a broken record, exactly what I tell you.
Ground ball to the left side. Abby Poe cuts it off, throws on the run. In time, she's got her. Nice play by Abby Poe at third base.
We didn't have anything in the refrigerator that I saw. I was surprised. Maybe just because they really haven't gotten stock on it.
And we head back to the top of the order with Alexis Trotter. Struck out her first at bat against Cheyenne Carter to lead things off. Led off the game. First pitch strike on the outside corner.
I'll talk to you later. Love you. Okay, bye.
Ground ball to third base. Poe picks it up in time to first base to get out the speedy Alexis Trotter. That'll bring up Taylor Bolden, who singled and scored the game's first run in the top of the first.
Hey,
Bolden out of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Olivia tell me bye. Tell her 96 I love her. Oh, bye. Bye. I love you. See you later. I love you too. Okay. All right. Bye. Bye.
Line drive into left field. That'll go for extra bases. Archuleta, the one-hop throw back into second base. And Taylor Bolden is now 2 for 2 with a double and a single halfway to a cycle.
Bring her in, Shannon.
Nice pickup by Lauren Archuleta in left field. Threw a one-hop strike to Serta at second base. Shannon Ling will step in now. Ling struck out in her first at bat. Jumps at the first offering from Carter and fouls it away. Bolden, another one of those players that just makes you scratch your head a little bit, and with the tools that she's offers at third base and even potentially second base as a corner outfielder and a hitter. We've just seen a lot of players in the 14 class go already that don't have that skill set, so good opportunity for Bolden to be at the right place at the right time. Ling fouls another one down the third base line. Lang a little bit like Kelsey Thompson in the fact that both hitters just, the amount of separation they get in their batting practice swing versus their game swing, they rush through things just a little bit, makes them early sometimes. That ball skied behind the plate. Rivas has it. That'll end the inning. Abby Poe to lead it off here at the bottom of the third. Fly ball. Bolden has to come and get it. Looked like Cooper thought that ball was a little bit more to the third base side. She was going to give her third baseman a chance to showcase her range a little bit there, like a good pitcher will. One out. Maddie Shannon steps in.
I mean, I remembered that, but I thought they told it due to her at first.
Line down the left field line, deep and foul. Maddie Shannon doubled in her first at bat.
Yeah, pretty much everybody's that way.
Ball.
For me too, I got it. Yeah, it's bright out.
Oh, you did? Your eye, I'm sure it said on it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Because I never tracked it.
Yeah, no, I got it. Thank you very much.
Three ball. Ball.
I do go in every year, have that check.
Madison Shannon, one of the steadiest players that we've come across. It's just simply not going to make a lot of mistakes at shortstop, second base, corner outfield, wherever she plays. And like we've discussed with Madison Shannon, that the whole objective is to get to a program where she feels like she can win a starting job within a couple of years. And as I expressed to her, some of the flash and some of the shine and polish that players have at the middle infield that help allow them to get recruited early, eventually that wears off when they don't perform. And then in every situation in college softball, they want to put out the most dependable defensive shortstop they can find. And Shannon's got to be willing to go into a program and really find her way while she's there. Pop up down the left field line. Ling chases after it in foul territory, goes off her glove. And Maddie Shannon has new life at the plate. Ling may have turned back into the direction of the sun and lost that ball for a second. Fouled out of play to the right side now.
He's got, that's what we can't go, he's got everything set up for the outside and find Sunday. be the contact point for all the problems.
That'd be a reason to go over.
I want you to start finding somebody to take his place. He's
Yeah.
been doing this part for years.
Yeah, he likes that big shot.
Ball.
Alright. Let it be your pitch, baby.
One strike. Ball.
Screwball misses inside. Lopez behind the plate. We know she's swinging the bat well today in batting practice and a double in her first at bat, but really defensively behind the plate, she's looked pretty good too. She actually had a better showing back in Austin, Texas in the outfield than she did behind the plate. So Segala Lopez obviously working on her game behind the dish now. Maddie Shannon spoils a Caitlin Cooper drop curve there.
Win the battle, baby.
Pretty tough pitch to even foul away right there. And Shannon just about a foot away from a double on that pitch. And the at-bat continues. Shannon's starting to make better swings now. Looks like she's starting to get locked in at the plate as Cooper decides to back her off of that plate.
Make it be yours, Madison.
Lifted down the first base side. Kelsey Thompson and Shannon almost run in each other. And it looked like that made Thompson lose her balance just a little bit and miss that ball. But there was no contact.
All right, Madison. Witness now. You're all right.
Maddie Shannon yet again has new life at the plate. And the at-bat continues. Working on the longest scout at-bat of all time. Fouls that pitch off. And it seems like every time Caitlin Cooper makes a really nice pitch, as far as a pitcher's pitch, it looks like Shannon's able to really just fight it off and find a way. Drills that ball down the third base line again. Shannon continues to spoil pitchers' pitches and rip anything foul down the left field line that's over the plate. Change up, lifted into left field. Cavazos has it, and Shannon is ultimately retired. And I doubt we'll see an at bat longer than that the rest of the day.
Get her one down in the bottom that's cold.
Archuleta steps in out of Rockwall.
Taylor.
Third base outfielder. First pitch fouled off behind home plate. Archuleta struck out in her first at bat and then was promptly drilled in the helmet by Shannon Lang on an attempted pickoff throw to third base. 0-1 pitch on the way to Archuleta. It's on the outside corner for strike two. Cooper does have 3 strikeouts so far in the game, one of which was Archuleta. 0-2 changeup rolls in. A little less effective than the one she just threw Maddie Shannon a few pitches ago. Not a bad idea, though, to start mixing that in. 2-2 pitch off the hands.
What color of pants, socks, and belt? She said, looking at all my outfits, I was wondering if I played for both teams.
One ball. Strike.
This is batting. Is this the one that we
Swing and a miss.
Right there, one of them was coming up again, she had a leather.
Gilbert to lead it off here in the top of the fourth. Cheyenne Carter able to get the screwball over for strike one. Heather Gilbert reached on an air in her first at bat. We're in the top of the fourth. Denise Stewart behind the plate. Oh, one pitch is hammered foul down the left field line. Gilbert out of Lindell, Texas. Lindell near Tyler in East Texas.
Ball.
One-two pitch. Rise ball misses. Counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
They don't have a
Ball.
It's like a baseball game.
Ball. Strike.
It's stacking.
Ball. Ball. One strike.
Gilbert starts over with a 2-1 count. Hammered down the left field line. As I told Gilbert after the showcase was over, that type of hitter I just want to work with for a week and introduce some concepts, and feel like her numbers would just go through the roof if we did. All kinds of raw power and athleticism at the plate. And for Gilbert, I still feel like she really needs to connect with somebody whose primary objective is teaching the swing and teaching middle infield at the next level. If they do, they've got a really raw player that's going to turn into a pretty special infield power hitter. And with Gilbert, she may be 2 months out, 3 months out when she makes it to college, but when she's able to settle in and really get her feet wet with some high-level instruction, we feel like she's really going to excel and be a really good pickup for somebody. Sagala Lopez almost takes Carter's head off right there. Line drive up the middle. And Lopez is now 2 for 2 on the afternoon with a double and a single. Aaron Palmer will step in for the yellow team. Palmer did some damage in batting practice, even with a cracked bat. Swinging away from the left side. Really like how she swung it from the left side. This is our first time seeing Aaron Palmer, but she was impressive swinging the bat with the left side. Has some tools at second base as well. Out of Santa Fe, Texas. Looks like Denise Stewart is expecting Heather Gilbert to move. Ground ball to second base. Laredo picks it up. She tags Lopez on the first in time, and that'll end the inning. Double play by Morgan Laredo. Haley Krawczyk takes high and outside. The first pitch here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Krawczyk popped out to the catcher her first at bat. Swings through the 1-0 offering from Caitlin Cooper here. The yellow team still up 2-1 on the blue. Krawczyk looking to get something going for the blue team here in the fourth. Fly ball out of play. We'll play 7 innings no matter what. We'll play the top and the bottom half. We want to see each pitcher throw 7 innings, and we also want to see the hitters get 2, 3, maybe 4 bats in here. Cooper going back to the curveball, having more command with the drop curve right now, though. Looks like both pitchers had a little nervous energy to start things off. We're overthrowing a little bit. Now they're starting to settle in. Swing and a miss. And Kralzik's down on strikes. Cheyenne Carter steps in as Cooper strikes out her 4th batter of the game. Cooper only surrendering the 1 run so far. Carter takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Carter, a strikeout victim her first time up. Swing and a miss. Cooper now beginning to find out where to start the curveball in the zone. No balls and 2 strikes to Carter with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Rise ball misses.
Oh, sorry. That just made me so scared because the ball went right at there.
As I said earlier, it looked like both pitchers are coming out and had a little nervous energy. We're definitely throwing hard, both at 58 miles per hour. And they had to get worn down just a little bit to find their groove. Curveball again, strike 3. And 2 up, 2 down for Caitlin Cooper here in the bottom of the 4th with a pair of strikeouts. Morgan Laredo will step in. Laredo able to dump a ball into shallow left field in the deep 5.5 hole. And her first at bat for an infield hit. Takes the curveball high and outside for ball 1. Laredo 1 for 1. Laredo ended the top of the 4th with a double play ball. She'll swing and miss. Counts even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
No, I'm fine. I'm more worried about the kids.
Oh, they're fine.
Are they?
They need to be
Landon's throwing the ball.
And Cooper finds herself in another strikeout potential situation. Up a ball and 2 strikes to Morgan Laredo out of Leander, Texas. 2014 second baseman. Laredo continues to look better defensively every time we see her. Fouled out of play. Laredo, like a couple of other players at this event, like Abby Poe, were once upon a time switch hitters. Have really focused her efforts on one side of the plate. Laredo obviously going with the right side now, which is to her advantage. 1-2 pitch on the way. Lifted in the shallow left field, and Laredo's done it again. Kelsey Thompson throws a 1-hopper back to Aaron Palmer at second base. That ball nails Laredo at first base. She's all right, especially since she's now 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Those typically hurt just a little bit less after a base hit. JJ Serta steps in. She popped out to first base in her first at bat.
Good job.
You don't put a gun to someone's head. Seriously. Gary, you pull the trigger.
Screwball in there for strike 1. Counts 1-1 to Serta.
Two
2-1 the count to Serta. Serta was caught up in a scout event in El Paso, Texas, where we had a dust storm. Our first ever postponement due to dust storm. Rips that ball foul down the third base line.
One little comment. Relax. Maybe we're worried about you right now.
Two strikes on Serta. We have a base hit up the middle. Gilbert able to get to it right off the edge of the bat. Just got enough of it. And there's runners at first and second with 2 outs for Denise Stewart. J.J. Serta now 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Denise Stewart steps in, struck out in her first at bat. Takes low and inside for ball 1.
Yeah. So you sold that what?
Cooper out of Highland Village, Texas, and Flower Mound Marcus High School. Marcus doing very well last year. Marcus knocked out of the high school state playoffs here in Texas by eventual state champion Louisville, who I believe Marcus actually finished higher than in district play. Ground ball to third base. Gilbert on to laying at third, now in the inning. Kaylin Cooper pops the first pitch she sees from Cheyenne Carter. How to play foul. Lead things off here in the 5th. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Misses high and inside. Cooper popped out to first base in her first at bat. She led things off in the second inning. Drop ball misses. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Carter able to get the call on the screwball that time. Foul out of play to the right side. Oh, sounded like that may have hit a car. Last time we were at Northwood, we had a windshield go out. Not one of ours, but one of the parents of the players or family members. Drop curve misses low and outside. Full count to Cooper. Payoff pitch is lifted out to the outfield. Lauren Archuleta is able to pick it up easily in center field for first out. Kelsey Thompson will step in. She flew out to deep left field in her first at bat. Third baseman out of Springdale, Arkansas. She takes the first pitch from Carter low and inside. Rivas short hops Carter. That ball gets through the infield a little bit. And of course, Maddie Shannon would be there. She's always there, folks. 1-0 pitch is hammered off the third base dugout. Yeah. 1-2 pitch on the way. That ball's lifted into left field. It'll land foul in between Serta, Stewart, and Shannon.
Well, that
it was. And we normally, every once in a while, we were not, almost always on Friday. But Saturday night was very.
You normally go through.
1 and 2 the count to Thompson.
And then we have our friends Steve and John. We go with them quite a bit. But we had just been at their house last week. It's
One ball.
Oh, that's right.
Ground ball to short. Madison Shannon picks up shoulder height. Those a strike to first in time. And there's 2 outs. Desiree Cavazos will bat with 2 outs. She struck out in her first at bat. Yellow team still holding on to a 2-1 lead. Ground ball to short. Shannon not able to come up with it on the exchange. And Cavazos will reach on an error. Brandy Wyrick steps in. Wyrick, an outfielder out of Spring Branch, Texas. Rivas to throw to second base, not in time. Ball drifts into center field, but Cavazos stays at second base. Line drive in the right field. Morgan Laredo's got it, and that'll end the inning. Gabriela Rivas leads it off against Caitlin Cooper. They're in the bottom of the 5th. Rivas goes from the right side of the plate. This at bat struck out her first at bat. She takes a strike on the inside corner. Shannon laying behind the plate again for the yellow team. Swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes to Rivas.
1 ball. Strike.
Rivas, a 2014 catcher, second baseman out of Corpus Christi. 1-2 pitch. Misses high. Ling and Cooper will have a discussion. Full count to Rivas. Payoff pitch on the way. Misses low and inside. The count will reset to 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls. 1 strike. No, 2 balls. 1 strike.
Two and 2 the count to Rivas. Cooper has her signed pitch on the way. That ball will hit her. And unfortunately, that's just going to be a ball that's going to draw a bruise most likely. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss.
Like for every ball after 4 balls, maybe that's how they do it. I think so, because that should have at least 2 strikes.
I'm sorry, that was not the payoff pitch. That was a 2-1. Hit by pitch and reset the count. But there's strike 3. That's actually Caitlin Cooper's 8th strikeout of the game already. Abby Poe steps in. Lifts that ball into center field. Cavazos and Bolden can't get to it.
Go, Mad Dog.
And Abby Poe's now going to be 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Poe hasn't squared one up the way she'd like yet, but as a pair hits the show for it, Shannon steps in 1 for 2 at the double. The longest bat ever. Last time up, first pitch swinging, drills that ball into left field. Alexis Trotter has it back into Heather Gilbert.
Nice job.
Keeps Shannon at a single. And after Shannon having the longest at bat in Scout history, she steps in and has a 1-pitch at bat for a single. Shannon and Poe aboard, both 2 for 3. And the blue team has Lauren Archuleta, the 3-hole hitter, up. She'll foul that ball off the hands. Archuleta 0 for 2 at the pair of strikeouts. Uncharacteristic for Archuleta, the 2 strikeouts, but Bud Cooper throwing well in the circle today with 8 strikeouts thus far. And she still has 8 more outs to get in this ball game. Change-up misses.
No, but she said about they know Clarissa.
No, he was saying that so it didn't make it
Yeah.
yeah.
She got a big deal counting. It's kind of funny.
Well, it's lifted down the left side. It's foul. Haley Krawczyk on deck. Abby Poe, the runner, at second. Madison Shannon at first base. 1-2 that count to Archuleta. 1-2 pitch on the way. That ball's lifted, and Shannon Lang takes it. She'll consider throwing behind Abby Poe. And Haley Krawczyk will step in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Krawczyk's 1 for 2, popped out to the catcher, struck out her last at bat. Hit the ball well in BP today. Rise ball misses. The ball gets away. Lang to throw to third base. She'll short hop it in. And Abby Poe and Madison Shannon move up into scoring position. Poe is already there. Now Shannon is as well. Tying run just 60 feet away for the blue team. The go-ahead run at second base. Swing and a miss. Pick off to third, not in time. Swing and a miss on the curveball. 2 strikes now on Krawczyk. Cooper proving she's going to be tough to hit as long as she can locate the curveball. 2-2 pitch on the way. And that ball's fouled out of play directly behind home plate. It'll roll down a hill eventually. Fouled out of play again by Krawczyk. Krawczyk hanging in there on the 2-2 pitch. Has spoiled a couple of pretty good Caitlin Cooper 2-strike offerings on back-to-back pitches. 2-2 pitch on the way again for the third time. Just misses the curveball outside, and that'll run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Payoff pitch on the way. Jam shot out to third base. Thompson has it, and we'll head to the 6th. Back to the top of the order for the yellow team, and Alexis Trotter to lead things off. Trotter takes the first pitch high from Cheyenne Carter. Trotter 0 for 2 at the strikeout, grounded out to third base. Back in the third inning. 1-0 pitch is fouled off the third base dugout. Our yellow team still holds on to a 2-1 lead as we enter the top of the sixth. 1-1 pitch on the way to Trotter. Ball will be lifted out of play down the left field line.
One ball, 2 strike.
One-two pitch grounded to third base. Abby Poe takes it deep short, but Trotter's able to beat it out for an infield single. With Trotter aboard, we'll see how long it takes her to try to steal a bag at second base. Trotter definitely one of the faster players in attendance. Taylor Bolden steps in. She's 2 for 2 with the double and single. Scored the game's first run. Fouls that pitch out of play. Lines that ball in the left field. She's going to be 3 for 3. That ball gets past Maddie Shannon to the wall. Trotter's going to round third base. She's going to score easily. Bolden will hold up with an RBI double, her second double of the game. And the yellow team now up 3-1 on the strength of the Taylor Bolden RBI double. Shannon Ling steps in. She's 0 for 2. Pops the first pitch she sees a mile high in the air to left field. Madison Shannon camps out underneath it. Throws that ball into second base. Fires a strike to try to throw behind Taylor Bolden. Heather Gilbert steps in. 0 for 2, reached on an error, struck out her last at bat. Taylor Bolden, the runner at second base. She doubled home Alexis Trotter earlier this inning. That'll be the first earned run charge to Cheyenne Carter. Oh, to the count to Gilbert. Change up, drilled in the left field. Madison Shannon picks it up. Bolden will hold at third base. Gilbert will try to get to second base. She's there. And Bolden's able to take home as they throw behind Gilbert at second base. Heads up base running by Taylor Bolden. And she's able to extend the yellow team's lead to 4-1. Amanda Segala Lopez will bat. She's 2 for 2 with a single and a double. With Heather Gilbert at second base after a sharp single in the left. Good speed at second base and a hot hitter at the plate in Segala Lopez, who seems like she's been locked in all day long. Started in batting practice. 1-0 pitch misses high and away, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Denise Stewart behind the plate calling the signals. 2-0 pitch on the way. Deep line drive in the left center. One hop off the wall. Heather Gilbert's going to round third base. She'll score easily without a throw. Segala Lopez, they throw behind her as they get her rounding second base. That'll be the second out of the inning. Lopez with an RBI double that scores Heather Gilbert from second base. Aaron Palmer steps in from the right side this time. It's jammed, and Cheyenne Carter takes it. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth. Cheyenne Carter to lead things off in the bottom of the 6th against Caitlin Cooper. First pitch on the inside quarter for strike 1. Misses low and inside, counts even, 1 ball and a strike. Carter's 0 for 2. She struck out twice today. Carter hit the ball real well in the Dallas National Showcase. Swings through the Caitlin Cooper rise ball, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cooper struck out 8 so far through 5. And make that 9 strikeouts for Caitlin Cooper. As Carter goes down for the 3rd time on strikes, Morgan Laredo steps in. She singled almost to the same identical spot in shadow left field her first 2 times out. Blue team finds themselves down 4-1. I'm sorry, 5-1. Laredo hits that ball to the left side again. This time they've got it. It's Shannon Ling at shortstop. And there are quickly 2 outs. Blue team only has 4 outs to work with now, and they're down 5-1. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Serta, the hitter, drives that ball down the left field line. It hooks just foul at the last minute. Nice stroke by J.J. Serta there. She just missed a 2-out double by inches down the left field line. A 1 pitch on the way from Cooper. Fly ball in the center field. And that'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Caitlin Cooper to lead off top of the 7th for the yellow team. This will be Cooper's 3rd time to lead off an inning. Sometimes it just goes that way. 1-0 pitch. Misses low and outside. It's 2-0. Cooper led off the 2nd and 5th innings. Fouls that pitch off behind home plate.
Ball.
2-1 pitch, misses inside. Cooper popped out to first base, flew out to center fielder last time up.
Hey, can you pull these?
Ball 4, that'll reset the count back to 2 balls and a strike for Cooper. Not an easy day to throw all 7. Both pitchers had to work out defensively, take batting practice, go through a workout before the game started. That ball's popped out to second base. Morgan Laredo's there. She's got it. And then both pitchers get to come out and throw 7 innings in about 95-degree heat with about 0 wind. Kelsey Thompson steps in. Thompson's 0 for 2. She flew out to deep left field, grounded out to short her last time up. As we talked about with Thompson earlier, looking for a place to study civil engineering. Indicated that she's worked on a list of some Division II schools, which will definitely fit her scout index. And she'll definitely be a player who qualifies athletically at the Division II level. Could help out a competitive Division II team. 0-2 pitch. This is wide of the zone outside. As Carter wastes the 0-2 pitch. That's what they tell you to do, though, right? Don't throw it where they can hit it with 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch on the way to Thompson. She'll lift that ball into right field. And Denise Stewart has it for the second out. Here in the top of the 7th.
We were trying to find the ball.
Desiree Cavazos will bat. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Grounds the first pitch. He sees back to Carter in the circle, and that'll end it. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. 5-1 Yellow. Denise Stewart to lead things off for the blue team. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Yellow team up 5-1. Cooper hangs on to that ball a little bit too long. And when you've struck out 9 batters, you're allowed to do that every now and then. One 1-0. The count to Stewart, who swings and misses on the Cooper curveball, and it's 1-1.
Last week it was in Dallas.
He's like, a diet.
1-1 the count to Denise Stewart out of Junction, Texas. Third base and catching prospect.
She dropped my pinky.
Stewart up, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Cooper. As Cooper gets ready to deliver the 2-1 pitch. And it's a pretty curveball on the outside corner. When Cooper hits that spot, she's very tough to hit. Then she's able to use the drop curve off of that to get some swings and misses. Count even 2-2. Deep fly ball into left field. JJ Serta goes back at the wall. She's got it. There's 1 down in the bottom of the 7th. It's a well-hit ball by Denise Stewart, but it'll go as an out. Gabriela Rivas will step in. 0 for 2 at the pair of strikeouts today. Our blue team down to their final 2 outs. 1-0 pitch misses high and outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes to Rivas. Three and 0.
Already?
I know.
Yes.
Rivas has the green light 3-0, as does everyone else today. She won't need it. She'll walk there now. We'll recenter to a 2-1 count. The 2-1 pitch on the way from Cooper. In there for strike 2.
Bye, Pat. See you.
Swing and a miss. And Cooper is now up to 10 strikeouts on the afternoon. Rivas goes down on strikes for her 3rd time. Abby Poe steps in, 2 for 3. She singled twice, scored a run. If Abby Poe can keep things going, Maddie Shannon will bat, who's also 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Poe wise to take that pitch. Really nothing she could do with it. Cooper made a perfect pitch on her. Poe showing discipline to look for a pitch early in the count. Lays off the screwball again. Counts 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Scout softball unsigned senior showcase. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Hard shot by Abby Poe right up the middle.
Come on, Maddie.
Last time, kids. I'll be back somewhere.
And Abby Poe now 3 for 4 on the afternoon. Maddie Shannon will dig in.
Get you one back.
Shannon's 2 for 3. Singled her last at bat. First pitch on the way. This is low and inside. Shannon laying behind the plate. She'll try to keep Abby Poe close to first base. 1-0 pitch on the way. This is high and outside. Lang thought about picking off to first.
Not dog.
Fouled out of play.
All right.
Deep fly ball down the left field line at the wall. That'll go for extra bases. Abby Poe rounds third base to throw wide into the third base dugout. Maddie Shannon will be in with a double, and she'll take third base on a throwing error. And Maddie Shannon's now 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and an RBI. Blue team able to cut the lead to 5-2. And our blue team not done yet. Lauren Archuleta will step in. She's over 3. Pair of strikeouts. Popped up to the catcher. First pitch swinging. Pops that ball to shortstop Heather Gilbert in. She's got it on the basket catch now to wrap things up. Kayla Cooper on the yellow team able to lock it up 5-2. Cooper strikes out 10 for the victory. I'm Mark Mulvaney saying thanks for watching the Unsigned Senior Showcase from Scout Softball.